It has been such a dry summer and now a dry fall here in Lethbridge, all across southwestern Alberta. Many of us are still praying for rain. Angela Stewart is now with all of the weather details. Angela, those prayers may be answered tonight?
Yeah, there's only about a 30% chance of rain expected for tonight, so we might not see any rain at all, or we very well could. But to keep in mind, as the rest of the week goes on, there is rain in the forecast overnight, so that'll at least help to cool some things off. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, 16 degrees are expected high for tomorrow. Lots of sunshine for tomorrow and on Friday, 15 there. And then Saturday, Sunday, that's when things are starting to cool off a little bit. 10 the expected high for Saturday there. Sunday up to 14, and then partly cloudy skies for Monday, Tuesday, 18 and 21 degrees, rounding out our long weekend. Average high for this time of year is 18 degrees. Our average low is 3. 32 degrees was the highest temperature recorded back on this day in 1967. -5 was the lowest temperature back in 1972. Our sun rose at 7:25 this morning, expected to set at 7:19 tonight. That puts us at about 11 hours and 54 minutes of daylight. Okay, so we're looking at temperatures and conditions across the country now for Thursday. Winds and rain expected in Vancouver near the Juan de Fuca Strait specifically. 17 the high there. That's the same for Vancouver, mostly Metro Vancouver, 15 tomorrow. There is a risk of a thunderstorm in both Edmonton and Calgary, 14 the high. Afternoon thunderstorm is kind of what we're talking about. So that is a risk. Otherwise, there's about a 30% chance of rain for both of those regions. Nothing really to complain about in Saskatoon there. As you can see, 20 degrees, the expected high for tomorrow, lots of sunshine. That's kind of different for Regina and the rest of the prairies. Regina, winds and a risk of an afternoon thunderstorm, 19 the high. Winds to be expected in Winnipeg tomorrow, gusting to about 40 km at times. 22 the high there. As we move ahead to central Canada now, 20s across the board. As you can see, lots of sunshine, so it's going to be beautiful for tomorrow if you are in any of these cities. 20, 22 and 23, Toronto, Ottawa and Montreal there, and that's kind of as the rest of the week goes on, if you are in those areas, it's going to be beautiful, so keep that in mind. There is a frost advisory and a special air quality statement, for St. John's, for Atlantic Canada. Frost, and then when we're talking about that special air quality statement, we're talking about poor visibility. If you also deal with any lung conditions, lung diseases, so keep that in mind because there is wildfire smoke, in those areas. 22 for Fredericton, Halifax, 20 for Charlottetown, and 16 for St. John's. And that is a look at your full weather forecast.